Yo, one sec, guys. We're having a slight technical difficulties. Brez is trying to turn his camera on, but his shit's glitching out. One sec, guys. We'll be there in literally sub 1 minute. So let's get it.
Boom. We are back. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Took me a little minute. We were having some technical difficulties there. I don't know what was happening. I think there were so many people spamming the chat that it broke my my Zoom for a minute, but we're good. We got it now. All right, let me get this sharing. All right. Can y'all see my screen as well? I think gallery view. Is my screen sharing?
Yes, sir.
All right, nice. Nice. Well, welcome everyone. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Happy Thursday. Wait, Tuesday. Holy shit. That's what happens when you're unemployed. You get your days mixed up. Today's right? Tuesday, right? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Tuesday evening. For some of you, I know it might be late if you're in Europe. For some of you, it might be not even well, technically evening if you're on the West Coast. Is 4 p.m. considered the evening? I don't know. But we'll give it a minute or two here. Let everybody kind of trickle in. Hopefully, y'all are having a blessed Tuesday this far. If not, it's about to get a whole lot better over this next little bit here. I think the only right way to start this off is to pop a Trenchy. I got to get some energy and focus supplements in my system. What color do I go for? Red, blue. I'm gonna go for blue. If any of y'all have a Trenchies and you're in the chat, pop one with me. It's time to lock in. Pretty good. We'll give it like one more minute. We'll go ahead and get rolling. If y'all want to, if you go to the top on Zoom and click where it says view, you should be able to split the views so that you can have my camera as well as my screen share up at the same time. I think if you click on the little button where it says view at the top and do, I think, gallery view. I think it's gallery view. I may be mistaken, but there should be a button there you can click where you can have it like split screen, like half my camera, half my screen share as I go through the presentation. If you want to see my chopped face as well at the same time as viewing the information. That's info on how to do so. All right. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Let's turn the chat on. Let's see if y'all are here, attentive. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, shit. All right. We're going to turn that off before it breaks my Zoom again. It's off now? Nope. Oh, my gosh. All right. There we go. Now it's off. All right. Seems like y'all are hype. I'm just as ready as y'all are. I hope you guys are as ready as me. And without further ado, let's get into it. So, what is the purpose of tonight's call? I'm going to be showing you guys what the fuck I do to make money. You guys obviously see me online with all this cool shit, but you don't know what AI advertising actually is. Or maybe you're familiar with it, you have an idea, maybe you don't know at all. But I'm going to show you why this is a generational skill to learn right now in 2026. And I'm going to show you guys the exact playbook you need to start signing clients as soon as this week. Now, on top of that, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I would do if all of that stuff I just talked about, without any prior experience, without any fancy technical skills, definitely without a college degree, and no past results. So if you're sitting here right now, you're like, oh, I don't have a degree. I'm brand new to this. I don't have any fancy technical skills. Like, I'm just a noob in general. Do not worry, because this does not require any of that stuff. Now, I'm assuming you guys all already know that I can do it because you see me online, but you don't necessarily listen to me. All of these guys you see here on screen did the exact same thing. Michael just signed a 2K a month deal for 12 months straight the other day. Vincent's already booking calls after just a couple of days. Drew signed his first client in like a week. Cube signed multiple clients in a day. Avery's collecting $1,800 retainer payments left and right. You guys get the point. All these guys you see on this presentation use the exact same playbook I'm going to give you guys tonight. So pay attention. I'm telling you, your time spent here tonight is going to be worth it. Now, for people who stay all the way till the end of tonight's class, I have a super special present for you all. So I'm doing a Q&A session where you guys can ask me anything you want and I'll answer it. On top of that, I'm going to give away $500 in cash to someone who takes notes on the whole class. All you have to do is take a picture of your notes, DM it to me, and then I'm going to randomly choose someone. But wait, I have one more gift, and this one is bigger and better than anything I've ever given away. At the end of tonight's class, I'm going to give you the opportunity to get something that I used to sell for literally thousands for the cost of a Chipotle bowl with double chicken. Literally, I've never done something like this before, and I'll explain to you guys later how this is going to be possible. It's going to make sense. So just trust me, stick around, and let's move to the next. Now, real quick disclaimer, and kind of the truth that no online business creator will tell you except for myself, because I just like to keep it real around here. Statistically speaking, most of you here are going to get off this masterclass after it ends and do literally nothing with the information. You're going to achieve 0 results. Any numbers or references to income made in this presentation are simply just projections of what is possible. Nothing is promised. Nothing is guaranteed, just like anything else in life. You're either a big boy or a big girl. You know how this works. You put work in, you see results. If you don't, then you don't. This isn't some sort of like get rich quick scheme. This is a legit business with legit skills that you have to learn and you have to put in the work. Too many people take 0 action and never get results and then blame it on everything else besides themselves. Just want to get that point across. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. Let's move on. My goal for tonight is for you to go from I just learned this new business model to then knowing how to sign clients and collect your first $2,000 to $3,000 payments. I'm going to give you guys this step-by-step playbook to sign these clients that have the potential to pay you that, so you are a legit AI advertiser. So here's what I need from you right now. Number 1, close all other tabs and put your phone on silent. Well, that's step 2, put your phone on silent. Step 3, grab something to take notes with so you can enter the cash giveaway and write down questions you have for the Q&A at the end. So throughout the presentation, take notes. If you have a question pop up, write it down and we'll answer it at the end. If you cannot pay attention in a 60-minute class, you will never be able to start a legit business. So do these things. This is like bare minimum step 1. Now, the ones who don't lock in, you can continue to be where you're at right now, scroll on social media all day, consuming content from people like me who actually did lock in. So let's get into it. Who the fuck am I? You guys probably see me on social media a lot. Maybe you watch a ton of my content. Maybe you don't, but you're probably here because you either saw one of my ads or someone told you about this masterclass, or you saw me post about it on my story or in my reels. You probably know me right now as Brez Scales. Everyone knows me for the cars, the life I live, but I actually got here by running ads on social media for some of the biggest brands on the internet. I currently run an AI advertising company that generates millions of dollars in client revenue. On top of that, I'm the founder of an education company called AIadvertiser.com, formerly known as the ERT. I've trained literally over 2,000 people on the skill of advertising. It is genuinely one of the most foundational and beneficial skills that anyone can learn in this day and age. Now, it's super easy to look at someone like me on the internet and look at all the highlights, the cars I post, the friends that I have, the trips that I post. And you look at someone like me and you think I've got it all figured out. I've always had it all figured out, right? But I'm telling you, at one point, I had no clue what the hell I was doing. Literally a couple of years ago, I was in the exact same position that a lot of you guys are probably in right now. I was working at a golf course, busting and waiting tables. I didn't want to go to college, but my parents kind of forced me to, which I later ended up dropping out. And I was trying to explain to my parents this whole online money thing, but they just didn't get it throughout my period of like high school and college. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably in that exact same spot. That's the way parents think, but sucks, but it is what it is. I started trying stuff when I was like 16 years old, and I literally tried like everything. Tried day trading, drop shipping, and I even started a clothing brand, all of which I kind of miserably failed at. This is me in my hometown of Wisconsin. Yes, I'm literally from Wisconsin, like small town population of 8,000 people. And I was just trapping like my clothing brand orders out of my parents' basement. Now, when I'm saying I've tried everything, like I've literally tried it all. Like I said, I didn't find success with a single one of those things. My clothing brand did over 6 figures in revenue, but my margins were so tiny that I lost money. So it looked like on the outside I was doing well with my brand, but in reality, my margins were cut so slim, I was barely making any profit. I thought my life was over at one point throughout the phase of running this brand. I got scammed by a manufacturer for a bulk order of over $60,000. Not to mention I was getting charged back by customers. I had to deal with angry customers DMing my customer support email. It was just like a really shitty business to run, and I was kind of going through it. Now, this led to a lot of doubts. Everyone around me was questioning me. And honestly, started to get like in my head, and I started to kind of feel like shit about it. I started telling myself, like, what if I'm not cut out for this? Do I need to go and finish college? Am I just cooked? Everyone online talking about online money and how you don't need to go to college. Like, I just thought to myself, like, are these people lying? And then I had a big realization. The only reason why I was able to do 6 figures in revenue with my brand was because I paid this marketing company $6,000 to run ads for me on TikTok and Instagram. So I wanted to see, like, after I paid them, I'm like curious, like, what are they actually doing? Is this like actually rocket science? And I paid attention and studied every single thing that they did. That's when I realized these guys like had the real method. This marketing company knew what they were doing. All they did was sell a couple hours of their week for an 100% profit margin. and they didn't have to deal with all the bullshit of starting a huge business like I was trying to do. These guys literally made more money from my business than I did after paying for the product, paying other employees, paying for shipping costs, everything. So that is when I kind of had a moment in my head like, aha. I was like, okay. So I took all the studying I did from them and I watched everything they did and I learned how to do it myself. And guess what the result was? The next month, after firing this agency and saying, okay, I think I know what I'm doing, I'm going to go and do this on my own. I had my best month ever running ads for my own brand. And I started to actually get pretty good at doing it. So, really quickly, I realized that I could help other people do this and completely ditched my brand and only focused on advertising so that I didn't have to worry about all the other bullshit. That's quickly when I became known as the guy to scale your brand with ads. I know these dashboards like maybe look a little complicated, but I promise you they are not. This transition made my life a million times easier. I didn't have to deal with the complexity of starting a huge business, and I just focused on the one skill that I monetized to get paid more while doing less work. So quickly in my head, I'm like, okay, I was running my own brand. I have this connection, all these other brand owners. I just started reaching out to every single one of them that I knew and pitched them the service of running ads for their brand. It's a pretty simple game plan. And I started crushing it for other people even more so than myself. I was going around pitching all these brand owners, only taking 10% of the money that I made them. So if I didn't make them money, they wouldn't owe me money. It was the most irresistible pitch ever. Quickly, like, started stacking up 10 to 30 clients at a time, and all of them each were paying me a couple grand a month. At the time, I'm like 19 years old, making like 30 to 40K every single month as a one-man team. And it was so easily doable because I was going to these business owners saying, I only make money if you make money. Like, imagine someone comes to you and they're like, hey, can I run ads for your business? And you're like, yeah, how much does it cost? And you just say, I only make you money. You only pay me if I make you money. It's like a no brainer, right? So everyone was agreeing to it, which made it super fucking easy for me to get to the point where I was at like 10, 20, 30 clients. So I then started posting my results on social media. I was like, hey, I'm going to post about this to get my name out there more and get more clients. Long story short, over the next couple of years, I gained over 1 million followers on Instagram, 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. And then I started working with some of the biggest brands on the internet. And that is exactly how the company that you see now was born. Then my DM started to get flooded with a lot of people asking me for help running ads for other e-com brands. As I started posting, initially it was like me just kind of posting results from the businesses that I was running ads for. And then eventually, as I started making more money, I started to live a cool lifestyle and started posting about the cars I was buying, like the friends I was meeting. My page just kind of went from like, oh, here's this business I made these results for, to like, okay, here's like my life as a kid that makes all this money. So people naturally just started flooding in my DMs like, how the hell are you doing this? And so I started like teaching people in my DMs how to do the same thing. Like Tyler, Drew, Jaden, all of them just use the exact same blueprint I was teaching them. And all that stuff we just talked about has led me to become the person I am today. The guy that you guys see on social media is Brez Scales, the guy who had 1 million different cars and has crashed half of them. I genuinely owe it all to the skill of advertising, and it has allowed me to live the life I could only ever dream of. But enough about me. You guys learn my story. So all of the stuff I just talked about is what's got me here, but it's 2026 now and a lot has changed. AI is here and it has completely changed the way I run my business and made it even easier for beginners like a lot of you guys to get started. So let's cut the shit. Enough about me. You guys are here on this live because you want to make money. You're tired of all the bullshit out there. Everyone telling you to do this, everyone telling you to do that. You don't care. You just want to make some money online so that you don't have to live the life you're currently living. Am I right? I'll turn on the chat. We'll get some feedback from y'all. I would imagine I'm probably right. Yeah. Okay. tons of yeses coming in. All right, we'll turn that back off so it doesn't break the Zoom again. Set off, set off, set off. And the Zoom is broken. No, not actually, I don't think, but it won't turn off. All right, there we go. Now it's off. I think it's just delayed. Get caught up here. That is a lot of yeses in the chat. All right, perfect. Now, you may have noticed in the past couple of years, there's just been like a crazy shift, like crazy stuff has been happening, right? Something massive has been going on that you guys may or may not have heard about. AI has completely wiped out entry-level jobs. And all the jobs your parents told you to chase, all the safe jobs, are gone. In the last 18 months, AI has done and accelerated at a pace no one thought was possible. Graphic designers, copywriters, junior coders, paralegals, customer support tutors, all the safe jobs are getting eaten alive. And I'm not trying to like FOMO you guys or scare you, but this is the slowest AI will ever be again. It is only getting faster and faster and faster as time moves on. Some random kind of examples I threw together here. Klarna, a lot of you guys have probably heard this, a billion-dollar company that replaced 700 customer service reps with one AI. IBM, another huge billion-dollar company, paused like 7,800 hires because AI is taking the role of all those people they were gonna hire. Duolingo fired their translators. Goldman Sachs, one of the most prestigious companies on earth, stated that 300 million jobs are at risk by 2030. Think of that. 300 million. There's what, like, correct me if I'm wrong, 500 something million people in the US. That's like over 50% of the US population. Now, what I'm trying to say is these are not just like fast food jobs that are getting replaced, right? These are genuine careers that people are going to college for. They're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on college tuition. These are careers that at one point were prestigious and safe and could provide a stable life for you. And I'm not going to lie, like when you think about it, it is a bit scary. But then you think about it again and you're like, it's only scary if I don't take advantage before that huge shift really happens. And it's not just billion-dollar companies and industries that are getting affected by AI. I saw this in real time, like with my brand scaling business. I saw AI doing things that I had more than 8 people hired to do. My payroll at one point was like 12 people. I made a reel on this the other day. You guys probably like saw that maybe, but I was talking about how I replaced like majority of my payroll with AI alone. And now my business makes way more money because I don't have to pay those people anymore. I'll give you guys some real examples of people that I let go of. Again, like if you saw my reel, you probably heard this already, but I had, for example, account managers that were in charge of setting up ad campaigns and monitoring numbers. I had operators that created dashboards and reports and did market research, like to spot trends. I had web developers that would make all of my clients' websites. I had bookkeepers. I had video editors that were creating, editing, designing ads. All those roles like replaced by AI. They are all gone. All of those payroll people are gone. It's literally just me, my CEO, Mason. You guys probably see him in my YouTube videos and stuff. And AI. Now, that's when I realized the business model that I created, freelance brand scaling, is no longer a thing. But when I say that, people think I mean it's dead and it's harder now because AI replaced it. But in reality, now it's just supercharged with AI. It's cheaper because you don't have to hire people. It's faster because you can deliver results quicker. It's better because you can test more and deliver results and fulfill for your clients better. And it's more profitable because you don't have a fat payroll. And it's more sustainable because you don't have to constantly be training and managing people. So now that payroll I was paying can go elsewhere in my life, in my business, whatever. Now, that's when I created what I like to call AI advertising. And on tonight's training, I'm going to be revealing the 3 big secrets that you guys need to start signing clients with AI advertising in 2026. So let's unlock secret number one, the power of AI, understanding how we can actually use AI and be on the right side of history. You see, the biggest bottleneck with service-based businesses like mine, for example, is manpower. We have, in order to scale our company, to hire and hire and hire. We're bottlenecked by people, right? But now that AI is here, we can use AI to fulfill client work at scale. Even venture capital firms are betting $1 trillion. Imagine $1 trillion. They're betting that on the fact that the next $1 billion industry is going to be service-based businesses that are utilizing AI. Here's the secret gap no one's talking about, which is advertising. Companies spend billions, and if not billions, trillions of dollars, trillion with a T, trillions of dollars a year on ads. And if you're someone who gains the skill of advertising and also utilizes AI, you can capitalize on these huge marketing budgets these companies have. Now, you might be wondering, well, why don't they just run the ads themselves if it's that easy? These people suck at running ads. How many times have you been scrolling on Instagram and seeing an ad that looks like this? You just think to yourself, bro, who the fuck clicks on this ad and is actually buying this? Or you see some ad like this that not only looks horrendous, but it sounds like some 60-year-old woman like was texting her husband about her business she just launched. That's what I'm saying. These old business owners don't understand how social media works. They don't get it like we get it. But you do. You probably spend hours a day on social media anyways. Like, if you guys know who I am, you obviously sit on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and you scroll, right? So you already spend time on social media. To people like us, it's like second nature. And if you have the ability to make people more money, they are willing to pay you. From a bird's eye view, let's look at AI advertising, which is genuinely the new wave. You run ads for businesses and you use AI to do majority of the busy work for you. And they pay you a percentage of the results you generate. Random example here. If you generate a business $50,000 extra that they wouldn't have otherwise made, they will have no problem paying you a percentage of that. Random example of some different ways you can get paid, right? My first advertising client that wasn't my own brand, it was like my first drop ever. I remember it was like a jewelry brand. And it was on Black Friday, and I made them an additional $30,000 on that day. I got 10% of that revenue. That was the deal we agreed upon. So I took home $3,000 as my cut, which at the time I was like, holy shit, like I'm rich. Like I'm taking to the store, I'm about to spend all this. Now, the great thing about this is that you're not just tied down to one client. You can have 10, you can have 15. I even got to the point in my business where I have 30 as a one-man show. And that's even more doable now that we have AI. And then I dropped out of school. I moved across the country. I go on trips now. All because all I needed to do was just do this from my laptop. Like I could do whatever I wanted to do in the world. You don't need to create or film ads. Either the business owner does it or you use AI to do it. And on top of that, you're not risking any of your own money like these other business models, day trading, crypto, clothing brand. You're using the business owner's money, not your own. I remember when I was running my clothing brand, when I was also trying to do like day trading, do crypto, like I was slaving away at a 9-to-5 job, literally trying to save up money from that business that I was running, or trying to save up money for that business that I was running. I would like go to the golf course to work. I would bust tables. I would wait on tables, save up a couple $100 every week, get a paycheck, and then go and like invest that in my business. But in this business, you don't need that startup capital. There is like zero capital risk overall in you just learning a genuine skill that people are willing to pay for. Whoops. Built entirely off of the one simple skill of running profitable ads. Now, you guys heard me say this enough. But I owe everything to advertising. I was literally like a fat Fortnite kid in the middle of Wisconsin that had to go to college and that would get bad grades. I was working at a golf course for minimum wage, trying everything online you could think of. I failed at all of them, right? You've heard me say it enough. I'm just trying to drill through your guys' head that like I'm not special. No. I'm at the point where I'm whatever the hell you guys see online now. I don't know how all this happened, but I can travel whenever. Actually, matter of fact, I'm going to Tokyo tomorrow. It's always been like my dream trip. Now I can do it, and I can be in Tokyo working from my laptop. I can give back to my loved ones in the community. I have all the cool cars I've ever wanted. Big bonus. I love cars. Y'all know that. But take a quick little breather here before we keep moving forward. How we doing? Chat is on. We're good. Drop a one in the chat if everything makes sense. We're good to keep rolling. This is the simple stuff so far, so imagine you only phone 101 pretty good. And the chat isn't even loading anymore because it's moving so fast. We doing okay? Come on, bro. Dude, I need a new PC. My PC is slow. I got the Best Buy pre-built PC. I need to like build a nice custom one. Although I don't play video games, so I don't know why I would need like a crazy PC. But it kind of looks cool, like in my office, it lights up shit, you know. But I need to get a new PC. Why can't I turn the chat off? Do me a favor. It's off. Oh, it's off. Great. On my screen, it says still going, so I don't know. I think my screen is delayed. It's that damn Best Buy pre-built. Alright, we'll move forward. Hopefully it actually is off. I think it is, but I don't know. Alright. So, you guys don't understand why AI advertising is crap, right? You get the point. Everything I do is sick, but it's completely useless unless you actually know what you're doing and you actually know how to get clients. That's why 99% of people get stuck out and never make it. They can't get that first person to say yes to them. That's because they're using 2025 method in 2026. Newsflash. The way you get clients in 2026 looks nothing like the way people are getting clients in 2025. That's why I'm going to reveal you guys as two. Secret number two. The easiest time in human history is to go clients and get them results in the next 6 months. People think it's oversaturated or there's too much competition out there, but in reality, it's easier than ever now that we have AI. And right now, I'm going to show you guys how to do a scratch. Just like I did for Ben, who got paid $2,100 single client the other day. Or Blaze, or Bree, signed their first client in their first 24 hours. Or even Roman, who's 14 years old, and signed his first client in his first week of AI advertising. So think you're too young, you're not, because Roman's 14 doing it. These guys are hard workers. They have the right strategies. They put in the necessary work. I can't guarantee that any of you guys will see the same results as them because I don't know what the other side of this computer. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're capable of. But these people are put in this presentation to prove to you that it is possible. So by the end of tonight, or by the end of this secret, you'll get this exact access to find the businesses that need and get them to say yes to your first AI advertising client. All right. Are we ready? I don't know if there's no chat. It might tweak. I'm gonna just pretend in the chat. Letting know those I know if I turn it on, it will. But I don't want to do it because shout out Rodrigo. I don't want to do it because it's gonna break my computer again. I need to get a new computer. All right. So this exact process I would go through. Well, this is the exact process I would go through again. If I was starting from scratch, I'm going to show you how to use AI to find businesses, how to reach out to these businesses, and get them to say yes to you, even though you have no prior experience. Every single business on earth needs more advertising. every single one. And over the past couple of years, I've helped e-commerce and clothing brands with digital storefronts with their ads, right? That's kind of been my thing. But it's 2026, and the biggest opportunity lies in local businesses, which I like to call boomer businesses. Businesses are run by people that need advertising badly, but I have literally no clue what they're doing via the internet. So I don't want you to think that clothing brands are the option, because the treasure lies in these boomer businesses. So here's a quick list of like what some of these boomer businesses would look like and what types of businesses they are that desperately need your help. You guys can picture this right down here, notes, whatever. Roofing companies, HVAC companies, home cleaning service, pest control, dentists, orthodontists, personal trainers, fitness coaches, chiropractors, physical therapists, med spas, aesthetic clinics, home remodeling, contractors, literally any and every type of business that ever offers some sort of service, or even like restaurants, or literally anything and everything. You guys probably right now are already thinking of like businesses you know that are similar to these, or are one of these. It could be your dad that owns a landscaping company. It could be your uncle who owns a roofing company, or brother, maybe if you're older and you're in here, that owns a pressure washing business. It could be literally anything and everything. So the question is, how do we find these people? Well, there's approximately 33 million small businesses in the U.S. alone. So don't ever try to tell me this is too saturated. I don't want to hear that. First step is scrape leads. Scraping leads simply means getting contact information of the owners of these businesses, right? So finding how to contact these business owners. There are a million different ways to scrape leads and get business owners contact information, but I'm going to show you guys a really fucking simple way that all you guys can go and apply right now. All you'll need for this is Google and ChatGPT, Claude, whatever AI you use. But I'm going to walk you guys through live, as well as a prompt, give you guys a prompt that you can feed to ChatGPT or Claude to scrape leads for your chosen niche. So let me get this set up. Give me 1 second. All right, let me change my screen share here. Stop share. Share. Audio off. All right, you guys can see, right? I actually got a screen share of this doc. Hang on, y'all. Do this. All right. Boom. So I have this little document I'm going to give to you guys at the end of the presentation, just so that you have it. On here, it's like a step-by-step of how to scrape leads with AI, right? It's real simple. All we need to do is copy this prompt right here, right? This is a prompt that we're going to give to ChatGPT, and it's going to scrape us leads. All we need to do is go into ChatGPT, paste this prompt, and change 2 things. One, the niche that we want to scrape leads in. So I'm going to say gyms, and then the location. So North Carolina. Then it's automatically going to scrape us 25 businesses, 25 gyms in North Carolina. You could tell it to do construction companies in Miami. You could tell it to do cleaning companies in Wisconsin. You can tell it literally anything you want, and it'll go through the process here. Oh my gosh, my computer's being laggy. Overloading my computer. And boom. Simple as that. Now we have 25 gyms